Welcome to Cymaz Music's free video series, designed to help you enjoy making music. Funded and supported by the Cornwall Music Education Hub. In part 1 of this video, Simon Williams, a music leader for Cymaz Music, explains how to use the Launchpad app for iPad and iPhone.
So this is the second app that we're looking at in this toolkit. It's called Launchpad. So Launchpad is a really powerful DJ tool. It's fairly straightforward to use. It's a lot more complex than Cymaz. It's free to download, but there are also some in-app purchases as well. Let's boot it up and let's see what we get. So here on the home screen, we've got all different kinds of options. On the left hand, we've got a selection of soundboards in different genres. These all cover different styles of electronic music. So if we click on the big orange button and click open, we'll be able to open up one of these soundboards. You'll notice by the side of it, it's got a BPM, which is the speed at which it's being played, and we can adjust that. So as we open it, we see a series of orange buttons. These very much mimic instruments and tools which DJs use for live performances. So some of the squares have got circles on, and that means it's going to loop the sample until you stop it. The buttons with the line on, you have to hold that down in order for the sample to be played. I can change the sample at any time and it will always keep it in time. But I can only play one sample or one loop or one sound from each column. As soon as I choose another one from that column, it shuts the other sound down. To shut the sound off completely, you just tap on it again and the sound will stop playing. That's how we get it to finish playing all the sounds. If we go back to the home screen, we can see lots of different electronic genres to choose from. Sometimes you get some free downloads, it's worth checking them out. There are also, as mentioned earlier, a chance to change the speed at which things are played next to the open box there. So next we're going to look at the effects and how we can alter the different sounds that we've got. So the effects are located in the bottom right hand corner. We get some loops going and see what kind of effect it has on the sound. So when we click on it, it comes up with these red buttons. And all of these do different things. There are also some other tools that we can use to affect the sound. There's a volume and a filter. So on the right hand side and the bottom, we locate volume. So when I click on the volume, each level corresponds to that column. The final thing we can do is a filter, which again corresponds to that column. So now we're going to learn how to record. It's really simple. So on the top right hand corner we've got a little button there that says record. We click on that button, and to start recording we click on the loops. To finish our recording, we just click on the button again, and we can see a red one pop up there, and that shows us the recording we just done. If we click on it, we can play it. It's always good to name your files, so if we tap on the letters the recording is, we can rename it whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call this Cymaz. So later on we can find out who's done what work. We've also got the option to share the file via Dropbox or SoundCloud or any of the icons which are below. So that gives us a basic outline of how to use Launchpad, and part 2 we'll look at some more advanced features. Here are some keywords we might use. Some of them you'll recognise. The two I'll highlight are loop, and that's just a sample which loops forever, and one shot, which is a sample that you press once and it plays only once. When we use Launchpad, we can start introducing some musical concepts such as tempo, melody, beat, bass, crescendo, and more simple start and stop for those students who are at that level. There are lots of different activities you can do using this app. You could create a soundtrack for a film or video, or music for a party or a disco, or even perform a live DJ slot in front of an audience. We could even create music to support learning in other areas on topics and themes. It's also a good idea for students to listen to and evaluate their own work as well as their peers.
The Launchpad app can be found for free on the App Store for iPad and iPhone. As Simon mentioned, there are in-app purchases to get more sounds. For more information about Cymaz Music, please go to www.cymazmusic.org.uk. For more information about the Cornwall Music Education Hub, please go to www.cornwallmusiceducationhub.org.